Welcome everybody to part 2. If you missed part 1, you need to go back and watch that one. What a haul we had in the first part of this video. The packaging was an absolute disastrous, disrespectful. I paid $300 for this whole haul and it was just packaged like complete garbage. But once we got inside, holy moly, did we find some good stuff in part 1. And that was only half of it. So this is part 2. $300 for the whole haul means we paid $150 for what you see in front of you. If it's anything like part 1, I'm going to be thrilled. What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. So excited to go treasure hunting with you guys today. If you're interested in anything you see here, check out the link to my Bricklink store. That's where I post most of these fig parts. I sell a little bit on eBay, a little bit on whatnot as well. But mostly on Bricklink these days. My goal is to help you finish off figs. So I don't really post full figs there. This is a complete Black Widow, but rather than posting her complete, I'm actually going to put the parts up on Bricklink. So if you need Black Widow's hair because yours is missing, or you need the torso because it's cracked or whatever, I have thousands and thousands of minifigure parts in my Bricklink store. You should absolutely check it out. Lots of fun parts there for mocks or for finishing off figs. And if you're just finishing off for a personal collection, or if you're a reseller and you just need to finish off figs for that, come check it out. Would love to see you there. Tell me, you said, come say hi and tell me you saw this YouTube video. I'd love to hear that feedback as well. So we paid $150 for what you see in front of you. Our goal is to double our money on any given haul. Let's see how much cool stuff we can find and hopefully double our money. This is a good start right here. How about an ARC Trooper? Lots of good parts here. Torso, legs. Missing the bottom comma, but the top comma is good. The helmet's good. Complete fig. That thing sells $40, $50 easily. So that's going to be most of that money, even without that comma, for sure. Let's see. We've got, I think, Mr. Freeze. We've got a fun eagle thing here and a fun, is that Lord of the Rings head? I'm not sure, but anyway, good parts for sure. Ooh, let's go. How about the boba? This, I think, is the brown version. There's a couple versions of this, the dark red version. This is the brown version, and it's in great shape. Let's go. That's a nice part to find right there. Let's see. We've got a green cape. That probably goes to the Loki that we found in part 1. Oh, speaking of, there's some Loki right there. We've got some Chitauri head under here. I don't know what that torso is, but it's got some sand green arms. It's probably just a common thing. This is a cool helmet. I don't think it's overly valuable, but it's a cool helmet. Hey now, look at this. Look, is it cracked? Is it damaged, or is it supposed to look like that? I think it's maybe cracked. This is a light up Kenobi right here. These are so hard to find. It looks damaged. It looks like the saber thing is damaged, unfortunately. That's a real bummer. Does it light up? If you push down on the head, maybe it lights up. Let's see. Look at that. It actually works. Whoa. We'll find a hair piece for him, and we will mention that this is damaged, but this will be on Bricklink soon. That's an expensive piece. When it's whole and in good shape and the cape's not tattered, that's a very, very expensive fig. In the condition it is, we'll discount it, but somebody will want it for sure, mostly because it still lights up. That's super cool. That's some good money right there for sure. Not as good as it could be, but still really good. Here is, I think this is a goon. Oh, it's banged up. That's too bad. That head, I don't think it's super expensive, but it's just a cool old Joker henchman or goon of some kind, Two-Face or something like that. But that one's banged up, so it doesn't do me any good. Too bad, because that would have been a good one to find. Part 1, the quality of stuff was really good. We're already finding some damage in part 2 here, but, it's part of the game. Here is, I believe that's the Sergeant helmet, any Star Wars helmet. Thrilled to find, for sure. Let's see, some epaulets here, some random Ninjago parts. There's some old Chen. I believe this is one of the, the old Ninjago villains right here. I don't Ninjago much, but I believe that's Master Chen. And one of the older ones at that. Here's a Chirrut Imwe with the cape piece, the blind head. Nice. That's a lot of good parts right there for sure. All right, we're cruising along so far here. Now we're really cruising along. You guys know what that is? Whoa. Whoa, that belongs to Savaggio Press. And that is by far, like not even close, the hardest part to find on Savaggio Press. And he has come up in value so much. When I started doing this, he was like 10 bucks. He is way over 30. Might be able to sell the armor for 20 or 30, just the armor, because it's that hard to find. Holy cow. Here is parts of, I think this is like mini Garmadon or something. And the short cape is actually pretty hard to find. So I think that's actually pretty good parts and pieces right there. We were talking about this in part 1, but clone parts are so hard to find. This is probably something you look at and without the helmet, you're like, eh. But listen, I'm telling you, these heads sell for $3 all day long on Bricklink. I sell them all the time. These torsos, $3 or $4 right here. And then the helmet is like, $4. So don't gloss over this. This is like, 50 to 99 cents, $4, $3. That's close to $8 in value right there. That goes a long way, right? If you're willing to sell parts and pieces. If you insist on finding the helmet, it may take a while to be able to sell that thing just because, the helmet's probably the hardest part to find. There's a Gree helmet. Ooh, baby! Let's go! I have no idea what that is. It looks like a suction cup Star-Lord. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty funny, if nothing else. There's a Chima helmet. That's not much to speak of. These pieces right here, I have started saving, and then I post them in bulk on Bricklink because there are people that army build and want, quivers and things like that. So it's got value for sure. There's a Ninjago or some kind of ninja mask, maybe not Ninjago. White epaulets, nice. White epaulets I feel like are pretty good. Is this a good head, or is that just a CMF head? Maybe that's just a CMF head. I got a little excited for a second there, probably unnecessarily. First order helmets, any Star Wars helmets are good helmets. Random parts and pieces that I don't know if are, any good or not. Not much to speak of there. Ooh, is that the clone pilot? That's the expensive one? It might be. I'm not 100% sure, but that might be the expensive one. That'd be nice if it was. Can't complain. Here's an old armor with the brown. That's fun right there. Look at this little guy. That's an Exo Knight right there. Not overly expensive, but maybe $4, something like that. Power miner stuff. Oh, man, let's go. This is DX Kai right here. Boy, that gold is spectacular. Unfortunately, it's not the expensive one. Any of the DX ones are, fine to find, but what you really want to find is green and blue, the Lloyd and the J. Those are the ones you're talking, 80 plus. But the Kai, much more common. Hey, look at this. There's the medium blue Ayla Secura. Is her hairpiece in here? I hope so. The head, I think, is like fairly cheap, but the torso may be okay, but the hairpiece, man, that's what you really want to find. Maybe it's in here. I don't know, but whatever. Ayla's a good piece to find. Any Star Wars fan will tell you, Ayla Secura is one of the popular Jedi to find and will sell quickly for sure. More Loki. How much Loki are we going to find today? Goodness gracious. Holy cow. Who needs an army building of Loki? I don't think those are the good legs. They're the Star Wars. Maybe it is. The Star Wars legs for Hera, for Aura Singh, look awfully similar to some common like city construction worker type guys. So I'm not sure about that. I'll have to check. But you're talking the difference between, 0 and a lot of money. So maybe it's the good ones. I'm not sure. We did find Hera's hair piece earlier. So maybe that's Hera's legs. I can't remember. Another blue coat. That's expensive. Easy. $3, maybe $4. I think that's Spider-Man 2's head right there, but shared with a race car driver or something. So not expensive. Spider-Man 2 is an expensive fig, though. That looks weird and fake. That's because it is both weird and fake. Here's a police officer. I think that is the head of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I can't remember his name, but I think that's Krang. Maybe Krang. Is that right? Here is, random parts and pieces. That looks like that might be Anakin under there. There's a Lone Ranger and some Chima. We've got, I think that's Wu from Jurassic World, Captain America. I believe that one is Leia from Endor. Nice. I don't think that's a super expensive piece, but, you know, not anything Star Wars is worth noting for sure. Let's see. We've got, I think, that Power Miner armor there. I'm not sure what head that is. Anything bearded just draws my attention. It's not Rex, but anything, you know, anything bearded for whatever reason kind of just grabs my attention as that might be a good head. Let's see, what else we got here? Another Sith Trooper. We've got random parts and pieces. I think that's Ninjago. Might be Nexonites, but I think it's Ninjago. Let's see, what else we got here? Not much to speak of there. Ninjago stuff. What is this silver torso? Oh, Nexonites. Here you go again. Don't sneeze, right? $3. And this one with the dark red arms is probably about the same value, you know, $4 kind of thing. That one, I believe, goes to an ARF. But, you know, you can switch out the arms and make it a standard clone if you want. Is that Cad Bane? Whoa. All right, that's not Cad Bane. But this might be. Let's go. Is it cracked? I think that might be. I don't think it's cracked. Got to get under the microscope, but I don't think so. That's pretty. I think that's Cad Bane right there. Let's go. Let's go. Here's another $3 clone head. Here's parts to those old goons, the plain purple with that. People have been trying to, actually, is that Bruce Wayne right there? I'm getting distracted. I think that's Bruce Wayne. People keep telling me that all dark purples are created equal. I'm not convinced. I think the old dark purple either fades weird or is a slightly different color variation. I know it's not official on Bricklink, but this old, I'm telling you, this old dark purple is not the same as the new dark purple. Like, hold the goons up to Minecraft. It's just not. It's not the same. It may just be like it fades over time, but I'm not convinced because all of the old stuff is like it's like a deeper, darker purple. Here's some Woo parts. Here's some Hawkeye. We found some fun things in here for sure. Here's a Endor Wookiee. Let's see what else we got. Random parts and pieces. Here's another part and piece. Like, I do not want to dig up the whole, you know, Imperial guy, but this hat will sell on Bricklink and it'll sell quickly. Here's another blue coat in here. Parts add up, guys. Parts add up. It does take time. There's another one of these helmets. We found a couple of these in part 1. Sweet. Always happy to find Star Wars helmets. That's a pretty good one. I mean, we're not talking $10, but it's an old one, and people love the old Star Wars helmets for sure. There's some fun Chima. There's a shark guy. Let's see. What do we got here? Whoa. Look at this guy. This is a mismatch of stuff, but it's fun. Look at that armor. I think that goes to Shredder. I get tricked every time. Every time I see this, I think it's valuable, and I don't think it is. But that's the flat silver version. There's another one of those helmets. Holy cow. Oh, no, it's a different one. But still, that's exciting. I think that's a Jurassic World police guy. Here's, I think, Kanan Jarrus. Maybe Kanan's black. Anyway, that's dark brown. Here's, I believe, a Prince of Persia mask. Here's some alien guy. All right, let's see if we can find more treasure. Hey, there's some treasure. How about Ahsoka Tano? Nice. Not like insanely valuable, but $15 for sure. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, so there's 2 different Red Hoods. One of them is a CMF. One of them is not. And the difference in the head is everything. I'm not sure which one this is. Is that a very expensive Red Hood head, or is that a very common Red Hood head? We'll make him a clone so that I remember to look up later. I can never remember. Here's a keychain of Jack Sparrow. Too bad. That's an expensive fig with the tricorn hat. Except that it's a keychain, so it doesn't matter. That's a bummer. Here is, I believe that's Akbar. Is that Akbar? That might be Akbar. I'm not sure. Here's a little girl, or that's not a girl. Boy, girl, I don't know, whatever. We'll leave it at that. Let's see. There's some random parts and pieces. I think that's Hermione. Let's go. Some more good parts right here. There's a clone gunner helmet, a clone torso. Hopefully it's a clone head. Yeah, $3 right there. Let's see. Here is a Rey torso. I think that is indeed a Rey head and the wrong piece. Some Nexo Knights, some Chima. Always happy to find castle armor. Castle armor is popular. Hey, look at that. That's $3 or $4 as well right there. The castle torsos people want, obviously, for army building their castle stuff. There is, I think that's a Sith Trooper head, but it's used in a lot of things now. There's an alien and a Star Wars torso. I think we're doing just fine on this haul as well. Maybe not as many fireworks as we found in part 1, but I mean, Light Up Kenobi's awesome. And there's some other like individual parts and pieces here, I'm telling you, they're pretty good. But a lot more kind of common stuff in this half. So this one's gonna be a little bit of a grind to get value out of this, but the value is definitely there. Let's see, what else we got? Maybe, whoops, I'm bumping the camera, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can't find something else awesome in this half before. There you go. There you go. We found an Anubis guard in part 1. Look at this. Look at that. Now we have 2 Anubis guards. These are expensive figs, and they are so hard to find. And man, the gold's beautiful on them. Let's go. Holy cow. 2 Anubis guards. All right, one of them was from part 1, so I'm not going to put it on camera anymore, but still, sweet. That goes a long way. There's some more white epaulets. That's good stuff right there. Let's see. We've got some goon stuff. It doesn't look like it's in that good a condition. I mean, it's old. All right, there's another $3 or $4 right there. That is, I think, something from Indiana Jones, maybe one of the natives or something. And there's Iron Man, not overly expensive. I don't think. I can never remember which ones are which, but generally speaking, I have billions of Iron Mans. They don't sell as well in parts and pieces as they probably do in full fig form. Here's another alien, for sure. Not going to complain. There's a maiden of some kind. That, I believe, is an Indiana Jones head right there. I think it's a little banged up. I'll have to look. Parts and pieces, not much to note there. Let's see if we can't find anything else in here before we go. We've still got a couple handfuls left. That, I believe, is Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm forgetting his name. This is something with an S, I think. This is the guy that gets killed when they're trying to get the Ark because he steals the idol from Indy, and then like tries to escape the cave and gets stabbed by a trap. I can't remember his name. He's just at the very beginning of the movie. That's a weird thing right there. Let's see, what else we got? There's an Indiana Jones right there. Look at that. We've got another Endor thing. Ooh, let's go. You guys know what that is? Oh, that is Jin Erso. Whoa, that's a good score right there. That hat's not easy to find. The rest of the Jin Erso is fairly easy to find. The 2 hard parts, if I remember right, are the Jin Erso hat and the Jin Erso cape. The cape is hard to find. What the heck is that? It's some weird eyes on that thing. I don't know what that is. We'll have to look that up. But the Jin Erso hat is a good piece to find as well. This is a good example of why I do what I do on Bricklink. I just don't want to take the time to find all the Jin Erso parts. And there's got to be somebody out there that needs the Jin Erso hat. So I can either stick this thing in the drawer and let it sit there and rot for a year while I wait for the rest of the Jin Erso parts to come in, or I can just throw that thing on Bricklink and liquidate it, get some money, and play the game all over again, and help somebody else, finish off their Jin Erso. So that's what I would much rather do. Here's parts of Bane. That's not one of the expensive Banes, but a Bane nonetheless. Let's see, not much to speak of there. What else we got here? There's a troll helmet. That's fun. Ooh, there's an ARF. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, all these old goons are kind of beat. That's sad. But there's an ARF. Maybe it goes to this one. Here, we'll put it on top of the Red Hood. That's a good helmet for sure. Hey, look at this. Do you know what this is? That is a surprisingly expensive fig right here. Whoa. That is Marvel's own Agent Coulson. Nice. That's an expensive piece. The legs are plain black. The hair is common. The two parts that you want to find are the head and the torso. The torso is actually hard to find because people commonly mistake it for just like a standard city fig. And that head is a sweet head. So there you go. There's an Agent Coulson. That's a good piece to find. There's a Batman. I have no idea if it's a good Batman. Probably not. There's some kind of, I can't remember, Atlantis maybe. Random parts and pieces here. And that was a sweet one to find. Hey, look at that. There's another Bane, but this is a good Bane. The best Bane to find is, of course, the Big Fig Bane. That one's wicked expensive. But in terms of standard minifig Banes, this is a good one right here. Nice. Glad to find that one. I'm not sure what that is, but it's cute. I don't know if that's built correctly or if somebody just got creative, but that's a cute little fig right there. I like her. Maybe she's headed for my city. I like her. Let's see. Some Chima. We've got a Star Wars helmet. We have got... That's a weird head. Printed hair nougat. I don't know what that is. That's weird. I'm not sure. Anything else in here that's good? There's the... We found that fake fig earlier. There's that fake helmet for the fake fig. Here is... Is that the Sergeant? I can't remember. The olive green? I don't know. I mean, good parts and pieces for sure, you know? Absolutely. But I can't remember if that's exactly the Sergeant or the Lieutenant. I think the Lieutenant's blue. Nothing there. Almost done, but man, this haul has been good stuff right here for sure. Hey, here's a fun finishing piece right here. You may not realize the value of this thing. This little head right here, to make like a city fig look like they're, you know, taken over by aliens or whatever, goes like this. That's a good piece, and it is a very good seller. I don't even bother, like I said, trying to finish off the fig. I just put this piece on Bricklink, and people buy it immediately. I don't know how many of these I've sold recently, but it's not a small number, and this one I guarantee will sell quickly as well. People love this little guy. So he will be on Bricklink shortly. It might be gone by the time this video even comes out. Good haul for part 2. Probably not as good as part 1, but good gracious. Between Coulson and the light up Kenobi and the Anubis Guard, and man, there's just, oh, and the AR and the ARC Trooper. Holy cow, guys. I think we did great on this. It's just more parts and pieces of things that we'll have to individually put up on Bricklink, but I think we did great. Holy cow, I'm excited. That's it. Mail time, part 2. Do me a favor, guys. If you sell stuff, if you're selling your personal collection and you sell it on eBay or whatever, be respectful of your buyers. You know, it doesn't take that much time to put stuff in a bag and then wrap it in some bubble wrap. But this was some garbage mailing. Holy cow. That was pretty pathetic. And I paid $300 for crying out loud. It's not like it was a $20 buy or something. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.